Okay, today I'm going to talk to you about supporting and sponsoring orphans. According to mercyprojects.org, 153 million children worldwide have lost either one parent or both parents. And the ones who have lost one parent are considered single orphans. 17.8 million children worldwide have lost both parents, and those children are considered double orphans. But these numbers only include the children who are living in homes. It does not include the ones that are living on the streets, the ones that are exploited for labor, the ones that are victims of trafficking, or the ones that are participating in armed groups. When they're exploited for trafficking, it's talking about sex trafficking, the main thing. And then the armed groups is things like ISIS. If you didn't know, ISIS, their main way to get their members is to go into the orphanage and love on these kids and feed them and nurture them and tell them what they want to hear and support them and be there for them. And then when they grow up, they learn that, like, these are the people I want to be with. These are the people I want to be a part of. They're cool. They're pretty awesome. And that's when they learn that, they're being taught that it's right to behead people or it's right to kill people. And that's how ISIS gets their members. According to End Slavery Now, it says, quote, "In the United States alone, an estimated 100,000 American children are trafficked for sexual exploitation every year. These children may have been abducted. Others are at-risk youth, orphans, or runaways lured by traffickers who promise them security and a place to stay." End quote. That's exactly what they do. They go into the orphanage and they foster these kids. They sponsor them. They support them. But they tell them that they're beautiful. They tell them that they're loved. They tell them everything they want to hear. They feed them. They clothe them. And then they take them and they sell them in a sex trafficking industry. And it's not just overseas. A lot of people think that sex trafficking is only overseas, but it's happening right in our backyards, if you didn't know. You can go to endslaverynow.com, and type in locations, and it'll tell you if it's happening in your hometown, and it is happening. You think these kids are just bad kids and have bad lives and on drugs or harming themselves or things like that, but when they're actually being told to do these things because that's what the person who's taken them in has told them to do, and then they sell them in a sex slavery thing, and that's awful. And I look at it like I wouldn't want my daughter to be sold into sex trafficking, and I wouldn't want my son to be raised to think that it's okay to kill people. So that's why orphans are so near and dear to my heart, because I want to love on them the way they deserve to be loved on, and I think they all deserve to be loved on in a positive way. And the people of ISIS and the people who are involved in sex trafficking, they think they're doing it in a positive way, but they know they're doing it for the benefit of them. And I want to support orphans in a way that benefits the orphan and not me. There's a group called Compassion International where you can support orphans and sponsor these orphans all around the world. It's according to Compassion.com. Compassion-supported children spend an average of 4,000 hours in safe, nurturing programs. And these programs really are safe and really are nurturing. And the people aren't going to come in and take them and sell them into sex trafficking. And they're not going to let ISIS come in and get a hold of them. These children stay in school a year and a half longer than unsponsored children, so they're getting a better education. They're 14 to 18% are more likely to have salaried employees in their adult life. 35% are more likely to find white-collar employment as adults. 27 to 40% more likely to finish secondary education. They're 50 to 80% more likely to graduate college. 30 to 75% more likely to become leaders in their communities, and 40 to 70% more likely to grow into church leaders. And these are the people that we need. We need the positive support in the community. We need the people who are going to grow up to be somebody, and not the ones that are just going to live as an orphan for the rest of their life. Because once you're sponsoring a child, they know they're loved and they know they're supported, and they're going to want to do better. So Compassion International, it's $38 a month, And for $38 a month, your child will receive love that unlocks the potential within their heart. That's what the website said. These children don't know love. They've never been loved in a proper way. And so they're going to know how it feels to be loved. For $38 a month, they're going to receive education. They'll receive supplements to protect them from malnutrition and make them healthier. They're going to receive health care to fight their diseases that they have, because overseas you get lots of diseases, and even in America you get lots of diseases that you don't realize when you're an orphan. You're going to get a Christ-centered spiritual guidance through a local church. These children are. And they're going to receive recreational activities to protect them from getting involved into crime and violence, and get them out of danger. It's a positive recreation activity. And they'll also receive the gospel message that will help them overcome their fears and feeling of hopelessness. These children, they don't know what it's like. They live in fear their whole life. And so for $38 a month, you can help them get out of fear and get out of feeling hopeless. On this website, though, also you can pick your location. So, like, you can pick if they're from Asia or from Africa or from America. And that way you know, like, I don't really want to support an African child, but, like, I'll support an Asian child. Or I don't really want to support an Asian child, but I'll support an African child. Like, you can just pick which one you want. You can also pick the gender, and you can pick the age and the birthday. And it's really cool if you have kids, because, like, if you have a child whose birthday is August 27th, 2001, you can pick a child whose birthday is August 27th, 2001, and, like, your child can write them letters and wish them happy birthday on the same time. And, like, it's really cool for your children. So I just really wish that you all would think about sponsoring an orphan today and supporting them, because they really need it more than you think. So just really ponder on that. And if you want to do that, you can fill out the form on the table.